Okay, we're gonna continue with the workshop exercise to try and implement FizzBuzz. Now, last time what we did was we created our first test, and that led to this design, where we see that we have our create test. For the number 3, the guy counts up until 3, passes every node on, and this guy replaces anything that's divisible by 3 with fizz. And then in the end this guy writes it all on the nodes, and we had our first test pass. Now of course, when we look at the requirements, so what the king wants from us, we see that we also need to, I made a typo, that we also need to replace the number 5 by the word buzz. So before we get into changing our entire workshop layout, let's see what happens when we provide it with the number 5. So we're gonna make a simple test, and to know that every number that is divisible by 5 is replaced with buzz, the simplest thing we can do is just to go up until 5 and see what happens. So we're gonna put in 5, and what we expect to come out of that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 5 is replaced with buzz, and the 3 should still be replaced with fizz. So that's what we're expecting to come out of this. So let's see what happens. The 5 is passed to the guy that counts, and he counts till 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is already there. So this is what he has. Now he passes each node to the guy that can divide by 3. So 1, not divisible by 3, so it goes in the box. 2, not divisible by 3, so again in the box. 3, divisible by 3, so he replaces it with a node that says fizz. Okay. Now, same for 4, not divisible in the box. And 5, it's not divisible by 3, so it goes in the box. Then he passes the box and all its contents to the scribe guy, and that guy just takes everything and puts it on one long node. So 1, 2, fizz, 4, 5. And as you can clearly see, that's not what we expected to come out of it at all, because the 5 is not being replaced. So this test is red. And since I'm a lazy guy, I'm just gonna put this out of sight for a while we work on the workshop. So next is, what is going wrong here? Well, it's probably at this point, because this is the only guy that replaces, and he only looks for 3, and then everything is in the box, and then it goes to the scribe. So we see that there's a step missing here. We're gonna see what we could do to make it pass the test, so that this actually says 1, 2, fizz, 4, buzz. And that's what we'll get into in a bit.